Hi, I'm Sarah Ranconi, and I'm the organic search team lead here at Gemini.
And I'm Angela, and I am an SEO specialist here. And today, we're going to be sharing about our generative engine report that we did.
Yeah, so the organic search team spent 2 to 3 months diligently researching our clients' presence in 3 generative engines: ChatGPT, Gemini Chatbot, and also AI overviews in organic search. And we really thought this was important to understand how our clients' website content is getting pulled into the generative engine search results and understanding how that should impact our ongoing SEO and content programs. And do you want to tell us a little bit about how we did that?
She killed that, am I right? We began by looking at the top performing pages for each of our clients to see which ones were driving the most traffic. And then from there, we took those pages and analyzed the top ranking keywords based on position, volume, and also intent.
When we were looking at keyword search intent, we tried to do a mix of informational, location-based, service-based, and branded, so we could see how the intent impacted whether our clients were likely to show up in the generative engines. And the reason we kind of correlated that with what we saw on the organic search side is we wanted to see if content that was performing high in organic search results correlated with the frequency of presence in the generative engines.
Important to note that we were focused on the home service industry and the B2B industry also when looking at these insights. So we can't really speak for other industries, but those two specifically is what we were focused on. Something to keep in mind is at the beginning of this project and while we were doing this a few months ago, AI overviews and Google search results were just rolling out. And so, of course, things have shifted and changed now compared to when we did this project, but we still have seen similar trends throughout these changes as well. So with all that being said, we are going to now share our results that we found for ChatGPT, then Gemini, and then AI overviews. So take it away.
So in ChatGPT, we found that our clients were present among the generative engine search results for a variety of intents, mostly informational, but we also saw a mix of service-based and branded as well.
And one thing we noticed with ChatGPT also is that our clients ended up showing more in the results for their top ranking keywords that were already performing in positions 1 through 3 in organic results as well.
So one thing to note about ChatGPT is it utilizes Bing's search data. So we specifically wanted to look at keyword positions on the organic search side to see if that correlated with client presence in ChatGPT generative results.
Mm-hmm. And something that's different with Gemini versus ChatGPT using Bing results. So, of course, as we all know, Gemini uses Google search results. So, for near me terms or any location specific terms, we notice that that platform pulled in Google Maps or Google Business Profile information, which is very interesting. Mm-hmm. And it really highlights, the importance, of course, of having a complete profile and making sure that all the information is relevant, up to date, accurate, and fully optimized.
On the other hand, one thing that was very similar with what we saw in ChatGPT is we also saw a correlation in Gemini for the search terms that our clients were ranking organically in the top 3 positions. We also saw that they were more likely to get referenced in the site sources within Gemini's search results for those same queries. So pretty much we saw a lot of informational search queries like how to get rid of box elder bugs in my house, things like that, where people are really just looking for quick information. Gemini is able to consolidate that information from website content into source data within their Gemini chatbot as well.
So I know you really dove in to the AI overviews when we did this project. With that, did you notice anything different between local businesses versus nationwide companies?
Yeah, so with the AI overviews, we really noticed a lot of our larger nationwide clients were more likely to be referenced in the AI overviews.
And because it's not localized, actually, we ended up finding out in our data set that about 67% of our client presence in AI overviews was for the informational intent. So with that being said, what do you think that means for content?
I think we learned from that content that is focused on answering common questions and really providing detailed information is much more likely to get referenced in AI overviews because you can quickly grab information to answer certain queries, similar to how featured snippets work, where they'll answer a common search question, we're seeing very similar information within the AI overviews. The only difference with the AI overviews is it's a longer form answer referencing multiple different websites, whereas a featured snippet is just focused on one web page.
And one more thing with AI overviews, we actually also noticed that brand terms had a really, really low frequency for when showing up in the AI overview section. So that is also something to keep in mind as well.
And since completing our research study, Google has come out and said that only 7% of all search results trigger an AI overview. So they're pretty low frequency in general, and then even lower frequency for the brand terms. So if you really want presence in the AI overviews, really focus on those informational search intent for more of the detailed blog style content on your website.
So going back to what we mentioned previously, again, our focus with this project was home service industry and then also B2B industry. So we're going to break that down a little bit. For home services, we did end up finding that about 56% of searches had client presence within the generative engines.
And then on the other hand, the B2B businesses showed a little bit lower presence, with only 48% of the searches that we tested showing our clients within the search results. So while they're both around 50%, it was a little bit lower for the B2B client presence than home services. And really the reason we saw that is because our home services businesses usually have more content that speaks to those informational search intent keywords on their website, which we know are more present among AI overviews, and also showed higher presence in Gemini and ChatGPT as well.
I actually have a question for you regarding rich results, because that's something I just thought about. And with AI overviews, obviously dominating the landscape now, was there anything that you noticed regarding rich results when you dug into this? Because I know that was also another focus.
It was. So we looked at a few different rich results types. So just to give context on what rich results are, they're anything in organic search results that aren't just the common meta title and meta description. So it's things like featured snippets, image pack rankings, local map pack rankings. People also asks, things to know.
Things to know.
So there's quite a lot, and now we've added the AI overviews on there like Angela mentioned. Mm-hmm. And we did notice a strong correlation if our clients were ranking in organic search results for those various different rich results. They were also more likely to be referenced in the generative engines within AI overviews, ChatGPT, and Gemini for those informational type queries. So really what the takeaway is that if we're writing content, or you guys are writing your own content for your website that's ranking well in these rich result types, you're also going to probably be referenced in the generative engines as well. So again, we're seeing a common thread on focusing towards that informational search query keywords, as well as detailed content speaking to common questions: how do, why do, what does, how to, things like that.
Now that we've gone through all of the results, did the whole report, all of that, how can we shift our strategy, and what can businesses do to keep these generative engines to be top of mind and to really capitalize on them?
I think, we kind of confirmed the suspicions that really a diversification of content on your website is going to not only benefit your organic search presence, but also your presence in generative engines. So we're seeing, a mix of content on your website that includes infographics, how-to lists, videos, FAQ sections, anything like that is going to also be easy for generative engines to summarize and pull from into their generative search results, the same way you see it for organic search as well. Okay, Angela, can you tell us a little bit about what role local listings plays in generative engine search results?
So just making sure that the profile is fully optimized and complete. Again, reviewing the services listed, making sure that you're answering any and all reviews, even the ones that could be negative, posting images, keeping posts updated frequently, all of that.
So I know you mentioned specifically the Google business profiles and making sure that those are optimized. Would you also say other local listing sites are just as important to optimize, or what was the frequency you saw of other sites within the generative engines?
Great question. We did see other third-party review sites being pulled in. So for business owners or those who have access, it's important just to make sure that all of your information is updated there as well, since those are being referenced.
So to wrap up, our key takeaways for business owners and any of our clients or prospective clients would be to, one, make sure you have diversified content on your website speaking to multiple different search intents. Also, make sure that you're doing quality keyword research, again, looking at various search intents and opportunities for rankings in rich results. And then lastly, making sure your local listings are optimized across the internet.
Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Please like, subscribe, follow us on all of our socials. They will be linked down below. And also, please reach out to us if you have any questions regarding any of our services and our strategy about how we are capitalizing on generative search or all things SEO, paid search, web dev, AI. And if you are interested in reading this full report that we have poured our heart and souls into, contact us.